as I was saying, I get to work, and there was an incident where a person was trespassing, which is fine. The police were here, and I'm out in the middle of the country, which I already know as a city person I shouldn't be, but it's better than working the mall, so I can't complain. So the police officer shines his light not once but twice in my face, his headlights, and then starts questioning me as to why I'm here. And I had on exactly what I have on now. Right. When you shined your lights the first time, you would have saw a bright vest. And so then he asked me, well, am I the supervisor? And I said, no, he's at the front desk. Well, I don't need to talk to him, so why are you talking to me? I try not to be rude to police officers because I understand how difficult their jobs are, and there's a chance that we might need them. But they also stereotype me because of the color of my skin. So at work, I'm stereotyped because, oh, she's a black girl. We can harass her and follow her. She's not going to say nothing or do nothing. It was like I had a situation where a guy that works for this site had me pinned on the side of the road after at almost 1 o'clock in the morning in a truck cab. It was like to the point where in order for me to get away from him, I had to call the police. And come to find out, he had been tailing me for a while. He had tailed me from Warren to Niles to Weathersfield. Because he thinks it's okay. Because of the color of my skin. Even the black guys stereotype me. Because there's black people in my neighborhood. My Puerto Rican neighbors started recruiting the black people in my neighborhood to come over my house. So random black people that I don't know are coming over to my house. First of all, why would you go over to somebody's house that you don't know? You don't know what they have. You don't know what they're capable of. So you make assumptions. So one person learned the hard way. I was out walking my dog because I should be allowed to walk my dog when I want to on my property and not be bothered. I should be able to sit on my porch and not be bothered by men, not be bothered by anybody. It was like, so random black people were coming over to my house, uninvited, unexpected. So basically you were trespassing. So one person learned the hard way because I had just pulled in from a late shift. It was almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and the person came over to my house. By the time they got to the top of my driveway, there was a Glock in their face because there was no reason for them to be there. You are not invited. There is no reason for you to be there. Why are you on my property? I think it's okay. So no, harassment, bullying, that stuff doesn't go away when you graduate school. You get workplace bullying and harassment. You get, people who don't even know you, and it's because of the way I look. Because I choose to have manners, and I choose to do things the right way. as right as I can possibly make it. And because of my face, they feel, I don't know, I think they think I'm like young, younger than I am, docile, that they can just run over me. It was like, it got to a point where, like, I have to walk around the store with pepper spray because who knows who's gonna try to, who follow, like, who does that? Follow me around. It's like I had to call the police because this man was, random man was following me around the store while I was recording him. I was recording him because I knew why he was there. I had that feeling. They think it's okay. And it's sad that our society thinks it's okay to stalk people because stalking is a crime. You follow people, that's a crime. But they think they can get away with it because they think the person won't tell. It was like the people, I believe, personally, I believe that the people are trying to silence me. They're trying to take away my voice so no one will believe what they're doing. And like, I have never seen somebody so intent on destroying another person that they don't even know. And if you don't really care about that person, why are you going through all of this trouble? Yeah, and it's sad because it's 2018. We're still getting profiled by police, country police, because of the color of our skin. Like, I mean, and then like one of the security guards was like, well, he wanted to make sure. You're lying. You can't justify his actions. I mean, if I'm dressed like I am now, what would be a question of why I'm there? It was like I walked into a gas station earlier this week, and once again, the teller, the cashier, he don't know me. What's up? Hello, how are you? Automatically thought because of the color of my skin, I was ghetto. I didn't have any manners. I don't have any morals. I'm trash minded. No, you come at me correct. By the time the transaction was over, he said, have a good evening. Yes, let me remind you of your manners. I can sit here and rant about how it's not supposed to be, but it would be a waste of time. And then their excuse is, well, he didn't mean anything by it. Listen, I don't walk around with this on for my health. I wouldn't be coming out here at this time. Listen, I got better places to be, better things to do. It's like, yeah, they will try to take your voice. Don't let them. And don't get me wrong, it's real difficult. It is because, growing up, I thought Because when I said something as a kid, because I had a kid's mind, whenever I said something, the situation never changed. So I would stop talking. But don't allow somebody to silence you. And don't get me wrong, people will get in your head. They will get in your head. But don't let them start collecting mail. Don't let them start building schools and neighborhoods in your head. Don't let them stay there. This, this message is for the whole younger generation. It's not easy. It's not. But don't let anybody take your voice. Don't, like, in order for me to be left alone, I have to become the stereotypical angry black woman and just start going off and getting like as loud as possible. And it shouldn't be so. Don't let this world change you. Even though we're in this world, we're not of this world. Paul said it best, don't be conformed to this world, because even though you're in the world, you're not of the world. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind, which is in Christ Jesus. And it is easy to get really scared. It's easy to get scared of the police. It's easy to get scared of people who are stalking you. But God has not given you the spirit of fear. He has given you power and a sound mind. Everybody's making a big deal about the NFL players protesting. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Because these men are very intelligent. Some of them have PhDs, master degrees, doctorates. And all people see is a physical sport. They see them as a piece of meat to admire. But they're more than that. They have feelings and they have families. So I say keep protesting. I say do what you feel is in your heart. If that's what God is leading you to do it. If He's leading you to take a knee, do it. If He's leading you to join hands, do it. If He's leading you to stay in the locker room, do it. Because so many black people have died for this country, have sacrificed their lives for this country. They don't care nothing about us. They want our money. They don't care nothing about us. To the point where they don't respect us. But it's our fault because we don't respect ourselves. Back in slavery days, the men were taken from their families. Like why the women were taken from the families, the children were separated. And now we have men, grown men, they go from house to house, baby mama after baby mama, leaving single mothers in their wake. You don't even respect her. The black man doesn't even respect his woman enough to make her a wife before making her a mother. So how can we expect the police officers, especially the white police officers, to respect us? And then you have people talking about, well, I'm transracial. Sweetie, no, you're not. You don't know how it feels to be black. You don't know how it feels to be a black woman. You don't know how it feels that guys think it's okay to stalk you or come over your house at all hours of the day at 1 o'clock in the morning. Call your phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. Let me get my phone. Call you at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking you want to talk to them. 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, well, I'm gonna wait by her house when she gets off at 2 o'clock in the morning and she'll want to talk to me. No, I won't, but you will get, listen, if you block me from going in my house, if you block me from going home one more time, there's a bullet with your name on it. Because that's not okay. That's not normal. And you're threatening my safety. Because there is nothing that you can possibly talk to me about at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. There's nothing. Especially after I got a restraining order against you, there is nothing that you can possibly say to me at any time of the day. Like the black men don't even respect the black women, so how can we expect other people to respect us, to love us, to care? People were getting mad at Donald Trump for separating kids, but honestly, when have you seen him spending time with his son, his 11-year-old? Do you really think he cares about your kids? I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't get it twisted. And it's sad because a lot of celebrities, and they're afraid to speak their true thoughts because you're crucified for your opinion if it doesn't agree with everybody else's. Well, guess what, honey? We're not supposed to agree on everything. We can't agree on everything. We're different. God made us all unique with minds and hearts. I mean, if you're not killing people, if you're not, robbing people, selling drugs, like, you shouldn't be afraid to be you. Now, if you out there doing bad stuff to people, you should be afraid. Because there's no life in that. It's only death and destruction. But I feel strongly about everything I said. But I want to add this. Bullying doesn't go away when you graduate high school. Bullying and harassment, it follows you, especially being a black female. It doesn't stop. And then was like the people in my neighborhood, the other black people, they think it's okay to come pull up at my house at 1 o'clock in the morning. Or if I get off at 8 o'clock in the morning, here they come. Listen, I will go straight Dr. Seuss on you. This might be funny, but I'm dead serious. It's like, whether it's in the house or with a mouse, in a boat, in a goat, I do not want to talk to you. If I didn't make an effort to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. Then, was like my neighbor has people coming over my house. And so they come to my house to try to harass me at my house. And then the one guy came to harass me and then got mad because I showed him my gun. I was open carrying because it's perfectly legal in my state to open carry while I was outside. And he called the police and said that I was walking around waving a gun. You came to harass me and you couldn't because I had a gun. I'm not playing with y'all. I don't think it's funny and I don't think it's a joke. But I do have the right to protect myself. and I will protect myself. And you have the right to speak up. And you have the right to speak your mind. I've lost jobs because of my mouth sometimes because I refuse to be silent. And it's sad. But don't let them take your voice. Speak up. Don't be afraid. I'll leave you with this scripture again. I'll recite it again. God has not given us the spirit of fear. He's given us power and a sound mind. I love y'all. Be blessed.